Hi, my name is Dacia Moore, president of Second Wind Counseling and Consulting, and I am passionate about working with educators who want to reduce disruptive behavior and understand the increasing diversity in the classroom. I do this through interactive workshops, so I'm always on the lookout for good information, for the most recent statistics and best practices and so forth. So the other day I was watching CNN, and you can imagine my surprise when they started talking about a thug baby. It's called the Omaha Thug baby. This is a report about a YouTube video that parents put on YouTube where they are actually coaching their 2-year-old child, still in diapers, to be defiant, to be disrespectful, and to use profanity. And the discussion on CNN had some racial overtones, and it was very disturbing to watch the actual Thug Baby video, because you wonder, what are these parents thinking about? And as an educator, I'm thinking to myself, when that child gets to school, how do you think they're going to talk to the teacher? See, that's the problem that we have in education today, or one of the problems, I should say. So anyway, I was watching this video and I went to the original Omaha Thug Baby video, and I was so disturbed. But then I began to think about how important you are to the children in your life. So I felt compelled to do a YouTube video myself to encourage you, number one, not to get hopeless, not to feel hopeless when you see children who come from a very negative environment, because of course we see the results of that in the classroom. But it's too easy to racially profile that all of those people are that way. And it's also too easy to give up and say, you know what, if they go back to that home life, what difference can I possibly make in my child or in the children in my classroom's lives? And I just want to tell you to look at it from a different perspective, because this is exactly why your job is so important. You may be the bright spot of hope, of positive, encouraging words that your children have, if they come from a very dysfunctional background. So I wanted to leave you with 3 things today that I always say in each of my workshops and that I believe wholeheartedly. Number 1, your job is too important to not take care of yourselves. You see, as educators, we are always helping somebody else, okay? And we take care of ourselves last. I'm not suggesting that you become selfish, but what I am saying is that when you're working with angry, disruptive, defiant students, and you're trying to teach them not only your subject matter, but social skills, you're trying to teach them a different way, you're trying to show them a different way, you have to be prepared to model that behavior. If you fly off the handle because you're so stressed out, what message are you sending that child who is looking to you as maybe the only model of positive, appropriate behavior? So the first thing I want you to remember in this new year is to take care of yourself. Get your exercise. Eat more nutritiously. As one person told me, teachers are notorious for not eating lunch at all. You work right through your planning period. So I want to encourage you to take care of yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally, because the children in your care need you to be at 100% or at least 90% every single day. But when you're working with angry, defiant, disruptive students, the first rule is you have to take care of yourself. That is one of the ways that you will become better at tolerating, at managing, at staying calm when you are faced with a student who is being very disrespectful. So number 1 is do a better job of taking care of yourself. Number 2, remind yourself to never, ever, ever give up hope. If you happen to watch that video, you may feel very hopeless and think, it's too big. The problem is too big for me. I can't do this. I mean, I felt that way myself. But what you can do is work with the children in your sphere of influence. And what I want you to also do is to remind yourself that too many African Americans, too many women, too many Jewish people, too many people of all ethnicities have been able to rise above their circumstances. And if they have done it, these children can do it too. So the seeds of good, positive behavior that you are planting are just that. They're seeds. You may never see the result of those seeds, but you have to keep planting them. Please don't buy into the notion or the belief that what you do doesn't matter. That's a lie. And the fact is, you do matter. You matter now more than ever before. And people have risen above their circumstances. So even when children come from a very difficult home life, they can change. But it takes time. So the first thing is take care of yourself. The second thing is never, ever, ever give up hope, because change is possible and hope does spring eternal. And then number 3, you got to stay around positive people. Okay? It does not help to be around complainers and whiners and people who are negative Nancy's. It doesn't help you. When you are in a very difficult classroom situation and you're trying to overcome, you got to stay around positive people who are going to encourage you and inspire you. You got to read inspiring books, not just on your content matter, but just on how to overcome adversity. Because you are the model that children are watching. You are important. And what you do is important. So you got to take care of yourself. Never give up hope. And stay around positive people. Because you need positivity just like our children do, right? So I want to thank you for listening. Again, I felt compelled to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing and to be even better this year. When we watch videos like the Omaha Thug baby, when we talk to some of our parents and some of the children in our classrooms, we can get very discouraged. I understand that. But I'm here to encourage you, because as educators, you are too important to not encourage. So again, this is Dacia Moore with Second Wind Counseling and Consulting. I want you to have the best year yet. God bless you in all the work that you do with our children. Bye-bye.